Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics as Non-Classic. This is episode number 776, Doubleshot number 670. Yeah, this one was been unexpected. I was going to do One Piece next, but I figured, I got these two trades done because, well, why not? So, let's review them. And they're two trades that are for the character Gambit. Yep, Gambit. And believe it or not, he's been around for 28 years. Yep, 28 years. And this first trade collects his very first appearance. This is Gambit Classic Volume 1. Collecting Uncanny X-Men 265, 267, and Gambit Volume 1 issues 1 through 4. Yep, the Uncanny X-Men issue is written by Chris Claremont. Howard Mankey writes the Gambit miniseries. The artist for that miniseries is Lee Weeks. The artists for the three Uncanny X issues are Bill Jaska, and Mike Collins and Jim Lee. Yeah, those of you curious though, who is that girl with the white hair? Who is that he's with? That's actually Storm. Yeah, this is during a brief period of time when Storm was turned to a child. Yeah, this is also during about 2 or 3 period of time when the Uncanny X-Men were disbanded. So basically, the Uncanny X-Men became a Spotlight series for a while until I think it was Extinction Agenda. Yeah, that's basically what brought the X back together. Now, the first issue that appears in here is actually not Gambit's first appearance. He makes his debut in the second part of the story. The only reason why they threw in issue 265 because that's actually the first part of the story. Now, the way he makes his debut is the weirdest way possible. Okay, in part 2, you have Storm just running away from the villains of the issue. And the way they introduce him, it's like, okay, we see this guy we see him just standing there. Yeah, this panel right here is Gambit's first appearance. Him just standing there, smoking a cigarette. Wow. Not a very impressive debut. But he does help out Storm basically get out of the jam she's in. And later, of course, becomes part of the X-Men. And of course, because Gambit was such a popular character, about pretty much 3 years after his debut, he got himself a miniseries. Because apparently, at this point in time, the only characters who had ongoing series or X-Men characters were Cable, who actually has ongoing series this very year. At this point, the only one prior to Cable and Gambit get ongoing series was Wolverine. Yeah, apparently Marvel didn't really trust X-Men to have some of their characters get spin-off solo books, and Wolverine was basically a success for them over the course of 4 years. And then, of course, Gambit got a mini-series, and Cable, of course, had long-running ongoing series. Gambit wouldn't have an ongoing series until the year 2000. Actually, it was 1999. Yeah, it lasted for a couple years. Pretty much the whole point of this little mini-series is that, well, it explores a little bit of Gambit's past, the fact he was actually married, of course, now he's divorced from his first wife, and now married to Rogue. Yes, of course, in this mini-series, we get appearances by Shadow King, Orphanmaker, the Hounds, they're the guys who can X-Men issues, and we also get appearances by Wolverine, Mystique, and a bunch of other people. This is great. People are fans of Gambit. Basically, I highly recommend you pick this up. And I'm going to give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. Yeah. Great way to... And then about 2 years after that, we have a miniseries for Rogue. Next up I have is X-Men, Gambit and Rogue, which collects the 4-issue miniseries I just talked about for Gambit, and the first volume for Rogue. Yeah, my guess is because this Gambit miniseries was so successful, and because Rogue is a popular character, I guess they figured, though, why not do a miniseries for her as well, exactly 1 year after this one concluded. Despite the fact that the Gambit miniseries started in 1983, December 1983, and it finished up in March of 1984. Yeah, so the Rogue miniseries comes exactly 1 year later. And essentially is sort of a follow-up to the first one, Gambit. Yeah, it essentially put a follow-up to it. Yeah, the miniseries itself is... it's written by Howard Mankey. The artwork on these issues was written by Lee Weeks, Mike Wergigo, and Jason Gorder. the inkers I got to bring up. Jason Gordon's also the inker in this thing. I'm with Claus Johnson, Terry Austin. Terry Austin's a long time inker. He does some artwork too. He's really good. Pretty much with this one, it's just with this miniseries, it kind of picks up where the Gambit miniseries left off, and it just basically just goes straight to Rogue, and she's at this point wearing the outfit designed by Jim Lee. Yeah, this of course is her first of 3 volumes she had. She would also have another 4-issue miniseries dedicated to herself about a few years after this, and then she would attempt to get an ongoing series in the 2000s, which got canceled 12 issues. Yeah, Gambit also had one too, a 4th volume, which also got canceled 12 issues, and Nightcrawler and Mystique all had ongoing series at this point in time, but in the case of the 4 of them, Nightcrawler, Rogue, and Gambit all got canceled after at least 12 issues. Mystique managed to last for another year before getting canceled. Yeah, apparently Marvel tried to experiment to give a lot of the X-Men characters an ongoing series, but years later, Gambit would get another chance in an ongoing series, but his series only lasted for 17 issues. Lasted a little bit longer than the previous one, but yeah. Mostly put, this is kind of picking up right where the last left off, and this mostly focused on a bit of Rogue's past. Well, a little bit following up with the Gambit miniseries, like teaming with Belladonna, fight a bunch of people. And Gambit essentially it's a supporting characters miniseries. And it's a fantastic little miniseries. I gotta praise the Howard Mankey for making such a good, essentially put a follow-up, a very good follow-up to the original Gambit miniseries. I'm gonna get this roughly a 9.5 out of 10. I kind of get the reasoning for putting in here the Gambit miniseries, because the Rogue miniseries is essentially put a follow-up to it. Though I gotta praise Howard Mankey, despite the fact it is a follow-up to Gambit, but it essentially is a Rogue. It's all about Rogue, despite being a follow-up to that one. That's pretty much all this is, but it's actually really good. Belladonna herself will appear on and off over the years. Her most recent appearance was actually in a miniseries currently published by Marvel called Deadpool Assassin, where Deadpool kills her and the entire Assassin's Guild. Yeah, the Guild himself appeared like on and off over the years. Like, they made a prominent appearance in the X-Force Sex and Violence miniseries when Domino stole a truck full of money from them. Yep. Though for some reason the Assassin's Guild recruited people like Boomerang, who is now a supporting character in Spider-Man. Let's see, who else? Oh yeah, they created Punisher villain Bushwhacker. Yeah, that was a little weird. Yeah. Belladonna herself would make a quick... She would essentially put the main villain in the miniseries, but it was more focused on the Guild themselves than the actual group themselves. Now, Gambit's marriage to her would later be explored in a one-shot called X-Mortis Gambit, which simply explored what they mentioned in here, and of course they also reference the fact that his actual father-in-law does fight him in the Rogue miniseries, which it's a nice little nod. I kind of wish that when they did these particular traits, they would do this a little differently. Like in the case of Gambit Classic, like Volume 2, they could throw in the second volume of Gambit plus the Rogue miniseries. But I'm not Marvel Comics when it comes to that. But yeah, it's a little weird to see this. Like, okay, we have Gambit Classic Volume 1, and then the next Gambit Trade Collector's Gambit is this one. Which, by the way, Marvel did publish a miniseries with this title in it, though it's called Rogue and Gambit, not Gambit and Rogue. Yeah, it was a really good miniseries that really had them get back together, and later, now they're officially married, and they got their own ongoing series together, which 2 issues in is actually really good. Not much else to say, but great stuff here. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. Yeah, definitely next video is never going to be One Piece. This was unexpected, but I want to review it. I want to talk about Gambit. These miniseries are amazing. These trades are amazing. I did recommend them. But I kind of wish that in the case of when it came to this, I think the Rogue miniseries should have put in Gambit Classic Volume 1, because take a look how thick this book only contains, like about 7 issues. And I don't think anybody mind the inclusion of a few extra issues, but that's just me, okay? But until we see the next review, which will be episode number 777 and Doubleshot number 671, we're going to cover 2 more X-Men related trades, okay? But to see you next video. Bye.